Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Today I've got something special to show you, but before we get onto that, I've got some things that I want to talk about with you guys, so let's just get into it. So number one, as I'm sure many of my car fans already know, Monterey Car Week started on Sunday, and it's been a successful week. It's been fantastic. Of course, Monterey is where I got engaged last year, and we left just before Monterey Car Week, so I didn't get to see it last year. And of course this year I didn't go, otherwise there would have been coverage. I did, but I didn't go this year, but hopefully some point in the future I will get the opportunity to go. It's a fantastic car week. For those of you who don't know, it's just basically where everyone ships their supercars over to Monterey in California, and it's just a massive car show. This year we had Bugatti release the new Divo, we had Lamborghini with the Aventador SVJ, and it's just a massive event. And it's a place that I really want to go at some point, and hopefully it'll happen. Although I wasn't able to go, I've been watching coverage on it thanks to Stradman, Daily Driven Exotics, Alex Choi, F-Spot. You know, those guys have been there, and those are the people that I've subscribed to. And yeah, they've filmed it so that people like us who don't get the opportunity to go can still experience it. So thank you to you guys. So let's get into what I wanted to show you guys. This was released just today at my local WH Smith store. It's basically a Supercar magazine which comes with a model car. It's a new issue every fortnight, and this fortnight, issue 1 is the Ferrari Laferrari, and of course you get a magazine as well, and some flyers and details about ordering your next model kit if you can't make it to your local store. And of course there is the Ferrari. If we flip over onto the back, just talks about Ferrari Laferrari. 499 examples made in real life. Tells you about all the cars that will be in the next issues. Issue 2, I'm very excited about, is going to be McLaren P1. Very excited about that one. And issue 3 will be Bugatti Chiron. Issue 4 will be Aston Martin DB11. Issue 5 will be Ferrari 812 Superfast, which I saw in person at Charles Walsh a couple of weekends ago. And then of course issue 6 will be the Lamborghini Aventador 50th anniversary. And yeah, it tells you a bit about Ferrari, a bit about the history, and yeah, that's it for the box. Let's just take out the model. There we go. So let's go over the leaflets that we get here. First one is talking about issue 2, of course the McLaren P1. Can't wait for that one, and you can subscribe to them to get them delivered to your house. This one's pretty much the same, just going over the free gifts that you can get when you subscribe. Shmi 150's book is included. I've read it, a really cool book, and yeah, go check out Shmi 150's channel. The next one is of course just the free post label, and you put your bank details on the back and they'll deliver it to you, which is very convenient. But the only problem is, if I did this stuff wouldn't fit through my letterbox. So yeah, that's not really convenient for me. The next book is Welcome to Supercars, the world's greatest cars in miniature. There's my model, a Ferrari Laferrari, McLaren P1, Bugatti Chiron, Ferrari 812 Superfast, and Lamborghini Huracan. And if we open it up, we get a very nice picture of a McLaren P1 shooting flames. Accurately detailed models in 1/43 scale. It just tells you about models. These are the next issues. Of course, the McLaren P1 is the model that I'm interested in, and it's very rare you find a model where the rear wing is in race mode. So that's going to be a very cool car to have to my collection. I do have a bigger version of that in a very rare paint scale, but again, I'll show you that in a different video. Of course, Bugatti Chiron, Aston Martin DB11, Aventador, and 812 Superfast. And on the next page, just tells you about the cars in very brief detail. Of course, it'll tell you more in the next issue that you get with each car. And this one, I've already had a sneak peek at, and what's inside is very cool, and I don't want to spoil it for any of the collectors out there, so I'm only going to show you a couple of pages in this guide, but it's very cool. If you go to the first page, you get a quick look at the Ferrari Laferrari. Of course, only 499 ever made. On the next page, you get a look at the design and the concept and how they came to the design of the Ferrari Laferrari, as well as the specifications of the car. And I'm not going to go into any more detail because, as I've said before, it's a very, very interesting guide and takes a very, very rare look at the Ferrari Laferrari, but fantastic guide nevertheless. So let's take a look at the car itself. Of course, it is an official licensed product. And if we spin it around, there we have the Ferrari Laferrari. Very, very detailed. The pictures on the magazine don't do it justice. It's actually a lot more detailed in person than what the pictures suggest on the magazine. The pictures on the magazine are a bit low quality, whereas when you look at this in real life, there's a lot more detail and it's a lot more clearer, of course. And what a stunning car this is. So it does have a plastic case inside as well, so I'm just going to open it up just so we get the reflective plastic off so we can get a better look at the car. And there we have it. Of course, this is a Ferrari licensed product, so you've got to really expect a lot of detail in this, and they've really provided with this one. Really stunning looking model. As you take a look at the back, again, massive, massive detail on the back of the model. This car looks absolutely stunning in real life and in model version. As you can see, Ferrari did this very special car justice, especially in a very, very small model. So taking a look at the top of the car, as you can see the engine bay and how they've tried to mimic the look of carbon fibre on this model, because the Ferrari Laferrari contains a carbon fibre engine bay, and they've really done a great job with this model. As we go over to the front, you can see the detail from the top on the dashboard. And as we go to the front, the detail in the headlights and the... So I've put the flash on very, very briefly, just to show you the very finer details on this model. As you can see, the details on the brakes and the brake caliper, the red seats inside. And if we take a look at the dashboard as well, that is very, very detailed in there, and even the steering wheel has a tiny Ferrari logo. We take a look at the top, you can see how they've tried to mimic the look of carbon fibre. This camera doesn't really do it justice. It looks incredible in person, and as I said, even the magazine didn't pick up the detail too well. So if you can, go to your local newsagents and take a look at this in person, because this is really incredible. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. I know it's not my usual kind of video, but again, I couldn't pass up on the opportunity of sharing this car with you. It is based on supercars, so it is sort of relevant to the channel. Well, in this case, a hypercar. Official licensed Ferrari toy with a magazine for £2.99. You can't go wrong. And I know many of you in the car community who collect supercar models will be very interested in adding this to your collection. Of course, in the next 2 weeks, we'll get the McLaren P1 version, and then the magazine will go up to £5.99. But again, still really incredible value for money. And let's be honest, I'm going to get the McLaren P1, and I'll probably end up getting them all, let's be honest. But when I do, I'll definitely share them with you guys. I didn't share the magazine with you guys because it does have some very special stuff in it. But of course, if you pick up this model, you'll definitely get to read what's inside the magazine. And I didn't want to spoil it for any of you model car collectors out there, so I'm going to leave that as a surprise for you guys. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.